It's day 19. Drum roll, please. Balance. Let's get started. Alrighty, my friends, let's begin in a nice, comfortable seat. Welcome back. As you're ready, sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes and just take a moment here to tune in. Notice how you're feeling today. Go ahead and use this moment to acknowledge whatever it took to get here. Some days a bit easier. Some days a bit more difficult. But perhaps it is true that the hardest part is now over. You're here, you've pressed play. And you can allow the practice to do its thing. Simply be present as best you can along the way. Of course, use our breath as a tool to anchor one present moment leading to the next. Take a deep breath in here. Inhale, big, 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 big. And exhale, nice and slow, long breath out. Inhale, big, 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 big. Lift your heart, lift your head. And exhale, long, slow breath out. And one more cycle. This time, just notice where you might be clenching, just kind of a pattern or habitual thing, or maybe it's really a bit of tension in the body today. Big breath in if you haven't already. And then use your exhale to really soften any areas that you might feel like you are holding or clenching. Cool. And we'll slowly open the eyes. We're going to bring the fingertips to our sides. We're going to bring back this little synchronization. Pull the pinkies back. And when you're ready, inhale. Here we go. Lifting the arms up halfway. So wrists are in line with the shoulders. Exhale, palms come together. Today, as you bring the palms together, think about lifting your sternum up to meet your thumbs. So we're reinforcing that lift. Chin to chest, keep the sternum lifted even though you're bowing the head. And then inhale, reach fingertips all the way up. Think about reaching from your side waist. Sideways to the shoulders, shoulders to elbow, elbow to the wrist, wrist to the fingers and beyond. And then exhale, press it down with energy. Here we go. All the way to the earth. Inhale, fingertips reach out. Exhale, hands come together. Namaste. Chin to chest, reach behind. Inhale, long puppy belly. Think long belly as you reach up. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, fingertips left to right. Exhale, palms together in prayer. Chin to chest, reach behind. Inhale all the way. And exhale, float it down. Marrying the action to the breath. The breath to the action. Reach it out. Breathe in. On your exhale, the palms come together. Chin to chest. Keep the heart lifted. Inhale all the way up. Listen carefully. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, we're going to take a twist to the left. Right hand to the left knee, left fingertips behind. Try to keep the heart lifted here. Tuck the chin slightly. Inhale to sit up a little taller. Exhale to draw the navel in. Maybe gently look past your left shoulder. Inhale and again, lift your sternum. And exhale, slowly release. Come back to center. Fingertips on the earth at your sides. Here we go. Inhale, send them out. Left to right. Exhale, palms come together. Namaste. Chin to chest, reach behind, big inhale. Long belly, reach, reach, reach. On the exhale, twist to your right, nice and slow. My shoulder. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, a little bit of a journey into the twist. I'm going to keep reminding you there's never really any need. I just don't see it to crank or push in these twists. So keep it nice and easy. Work from the inside out. Take your time. Keep finding that grace. All right, inhale. Use your exhale to bring it back. Awesome. Bring the palms together. Let's bow the head to the heart. Inhale in deeply here. Exhale, empty it out. Pause here. Notice how you feel. So sometimes the path to balance is not in the doing all the things that we're told to do for our well-being, but in the listening or the undoing even. So taking these moments to really pay attention. Again, notice where you might be gripping or holding anything at all. And inhale, drop that breath down into your belly. Exhale to release and come forward, downward facing. Take your time if you want to sneak in some little cat-cows before you head up that way. You know,
Little kitty
I'm all
cats.
for that. Just take your time. Start to amp up the breath. Make that inhale a little bit longer. So you can extend the exhale as well. If you're working in some spinal flexion in cat-cow, go ahead and make your way to downward dog. Start to ground through the fingertips. Remember, upper arm bones rotate out. And then we'll balance that external rotation with the inner rotation of the femurs, the thigh bones, knowing, of course, that starts at the feet, the ankles, the shins, the knees, the hips. Here we go. Inhale in deeply. Exhale. Melt your heart towards the tops of your thighs. It's okay to bend the knees generously here. Good. Make sure you're not holding in the head or the neck. So it's one thing if you want to peek at me, I got you. Then make sure you take a couple solid breaths here. Each practice in downward dog, you check in. Make sure we're not gripping or holding in the neck, cutting off that flow of energy to the crown. You're here for one more breath. You're doing great. Excellent. Tuck the chin. Slowly shift forward into plank. You got this. Walk the toes out. Take a nice wide stance. Make sure you're not too narrow here. Toes are as wide as the hips or wider. Wrists underneath the shoulders. We're going to puff up through the upper back body. We're going to send the heels out, way out, crown of the head reaching way forward. Inhale in deeply here. And exhale, bending the elbows, lowering all the way to the belly with control. Great. Press into the tops of the feet. Drag the hands in line with the rib cage. Squeeze those elbows into the side body. Tuck the chin. Inhale, press into the pubic bone and roll up, cobra. Keep it nice and low. And exhale, forehead.
I never listen. You're right.
Tuck the chin.
Telling myself there. Never.
Bone into the earth. We rise up, breathe in. Mini cobra. Rise a little taller. And exhale, forehead kisses the night. Keep squeezing those elbows in. Claw through the fingertips. And again, inhale and rise up. Bhujangasana. On the exhale, it crests and falls. Forehead kisses the mat. Beautiful. Nice and easy here. You're going to press up to all fours. Inhale in. Exhale, tabletop position. Walk the knees underneath the hip points. Wrists still underneath the shoulders. Oh, what's up, creaky old floor? Are you there? No? No? Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, that's like OG yoga Adrian.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Front body lifts up. That's really coming into play. Front body lifts up to meet the back body, and peek at me if you're confused about what that means. So here I go, my natural curvature of the spine, doing its thing with gravity. I'm going to draw my navel up, hug the lower ribs in so that my lower back can lengthen, and it's this feeling of sucking let's do a little sawing motion front and back, just to reinforce this connection to Danda. Start to strengthen through the wrists. Great. We'll find stillness. You're going to inhale, exhale, lift the right heel up. Think about keeping your right pinky toes dialed down towards the ground. Adding the left arm, inhale, left thumb up towards the sky, pinky down, reach forward as if you're shaking someone's hand, and exhale, bring it all in, rounding through the spine. Good. Inhale, extend, expand. Exhale, draw it in. Pressing into the top of your left foot for stability. Inhale, extend. Exhale, navel draws up to the spine. Beautiful. Inhale, extend. And exhale, draw it in. One more, you got it. Inhale, extend.
It hurts.
And exhale, draw it in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Try to touch your right heel to your right glute. Good. And then release. Take a second here if you need to rotate the wrists. You can. Okay, don't give up on those wrists. You know, maybe they are not used to being on your hands. So we can't expect it to just be like, oh, sensation free. We're gonna build some strength and stability there. All right, resetting, finding that tabletop. When you're ready, inhale in, exhale, navel draws up to the spine, neck nice and long. Inhale, kick the left foot out. Let's keep the left toes on the ground here to start. We'll find that rocking sensation front and back here. This is a great time to just with your hands too. Also make sure that the upper arm bones are rotating out. You want your elbow creases shining towards the front of the leg rather than being here. Just nice line flow placement. Then press into the top of your right foot. Here we go. Inhale in, exhale, lift up. Left heel, left toe dialing down towards the ground so that hip can stay somewhat level. Lots of awareness here. We're not leaning into the right side of the body. We're pressing your big palms evenly. Then we can stay here working just the leg, or let's add that right arm if you're ready. Inhale, extending forward. Try to keep that right shoulder plugged in. Plug the low ribs up and in. You're doing great. Inhale. Exhale, bring it all in. No need to rush here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Press into the top of your right foot. And exhale, navel draws up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. One more. Be strong, you got it. Inhale.
I want to quit. Okay.
Squeeze and lift.
I'll keep going.
Find gravity. You're squeezing and try to reach your left heel towards your left glute. Strengthen that hamstring.
Ow.
Maybe come back down. Awesome. Here we go. Bring the big toes together. Knees as wide as the yoga mat. Send the hips back. Reach the fingertips forward. We're gonna tent pole the palms. It just is a phrase that means put a little hole in the center of your palm. Lift your wrists up. Keep your fingertips on the ground. It feels as if you're clawing into the earth. And then from here, we're going to draw the chin into the chest, but keep the wrist lifted. Should feel really good. Press into your pinky. Even if the forehead doesn't come towards the earth, that's all right. Just allow the weight of your head to go here. Breathe into the lower back. Breathe into the belly. So active arms. Beautiful. Press into the tops of the feet. Plant the palms. Slowly rise back up. Walk the knees underneath the hip points. Curl the toes under. And as you're ready, follow your breath. Hips up high and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale in deeply here. Exhale. Nice cleansing breath out through the belly. Good. Bend your knees. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to make your way to the top. You can crawl, baby step, hop, float. Ragdoll. Feet together today, really together. You're going to zip up through the legs. Feel this connection from the arches of your feet all the way up through your inseam. And bend your knees just slightly. Listen carefully. Think about lifting your hip creases up towards the sky so you feel a little more spaciousness in the backs of the legs. And clasp opposite elbow with opposite hand And take a second here with the legs zipped up, so you have to hold on to your balance. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take it to one side and then the other. Nice and slow. Keep thinking of lifting your hip creases up high towards the sky, zipping the legs together. Pro tip, slow it down.
How did you know? No.
All right. Back to center. Go ahead and release it. Bend the knees generously. Tuck the chin and slowly roll it out. Enjoy.
I got creaky knees.
Squeeze the legs together. Open the palms forward. Lengthen through the crown. Take a deep breath in. And use that exhale to relax your shoulders down, down, down. Great. Lead with the thumbs here. Inhale, palms facing each other as if you were holding a big beach ball up and overhead.
Beach ball.
Volcano pose. Zip through the legs. Thumbs back, pinkies forward. Go ahead and open up here once you land so you can create more spaciousness in the shoulders. Now zip up through the legs. Inhale in. Exhale, nice and slow. Palms kiss together. We're going to slice right down the midline today. Returning to this. So nice and slow. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Pull back with the hip creases. Reach forward with the crown. Exhale, soften and fold. Step the right foot back, just the right foot, back knee lowered or lifted. Inhale, we rise up, palms facing each other, reach for the sky. And then exhale, check it out. We're going to send the fingertips to the ground, pull the left hip crease so both legs are straight here. Then bend your right knee, step it up, come into that pyramid pose. Inhale to find extension, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale to soften and fold in. Take one breath here. If this is a little too much, you can return to this runner's stretch that we know so well. All right, big inhale in and out. Then we use the fingertips on the earth and a connection to center to come right back down to a nice low lunge. Inhale, open the
What's
chest.
a lunge? Ow, that's a
Exhale,
lunge.
plant the palms, step it back to plank. Inhale to look forward, come forward on the toes. Again, remember you can always lower the knees here, but nice and strong in your core. Deep breath in, exhale to lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra, let it grow. And exhale to soften and fold back down towards the earth. Curl the toes under,
such an ass.
and then keep your gaze down as you exhale. Press up to plank, super strong. Deep breath in, listen carefully. Exhale, lower all the way back down.
Ooh, see, I listen.
Inhale in, stay here, toes curled under. Exhale, press up to plank. Inhale in, exhale, lower down to the belly. Last one, you got this. You are strong. Inhale in, exhale, power up to plank. And downward facing dog. Nice work. Shake the head, smell your armpit. Be present. All right, bend the knees. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to make your way to the top. Feet together, really together. Zip up tight. Inhale, halfway, lift your version.
I'm tired.
And then exhale to soften and fold. Fingertips come to the earth. Step the left foot back. Back knee lowered or lifted. Inhale to rise up strong with your breath. Big inhale. Exhale, float it down. Fingertips to the earth. Peel back with the right hip crease. Straighten the front leg. Take your time here. When you're ready, step the back foot up and in. Pyramid pose. Again, other option here would be in your runner stretch. Nice and grounded through the feet. Inhale, look forward, find extension, a little bit of length, open up through the chest. Exhale to fold in. Nose toward the knee. That's just like the intention. Don't worry if it gets there. Cycle of breath here, in and out. Stay grounded through the feet. Then find a bend in that front leg. Fingertips come to the earth. We kick the left foot back into that nice low lunge. Keep your core lit here as we open up. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back. Shift it forward, belly to cobra. Nice and slow.
Now she says.
Using the inhale to open your heart, lift up. And using the exhale to slowly lower. Okay, here we go. You can do this on your knees, curl the toes under. Inhale in, exhale, navel drives it to the spine as you press up. Plank. Top of a push-up. Great, inhale in, exhale, slowly lower.
Why are we doing push-ups today, yo?
Inhale in. Exhale, press it up. Inhale in at the top. Exhale, slowly lower with control. Inhale in. Exhale, press up, power up. This time quietly whisper to yourself, I am strong.
I am strong.
Downward facing dog. Inhale, lots of love in here. Exhale, lots of love out. And the next inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, step it all the way up. Pivot on the back foot. Warrior two, leading with the left fingertips. Forward, up and back. Sink into that front leg. Take up space here. Find your breath. And inhale, reach the right fingertips forward, up and back. Keep that front knee bent. You got this. Strong and steady. Peaceful warrior. Listen carefully. Hug the low ribs in. Right elbow's going to come to the top of the right thigh. Left fingertips to the sky whenever you're ready. Big breath. Strong legs. Reach it up. Good. Option to take the right fingertips to the inner arch of the right foot. Option to take the left fingertips all the way forward. Nice bright line from the outer edge of the left foot to the left fingertips. Breathe deep wherever you are. Inhale, wiggle the left fingertips. Exhale to bring it all the way back down. Find your twist by taking the right fingertips up towards the sky as you breathe in. And then use your exhale to bring it back to the lunge. Plant. Step the left foot back.
I don't know how
Straight
you
to
talk and do
downward
this.
facing dog or moving. Bending to cobra. Chaturanga to upward facing dog.
Might as well.
Umi and downward facing dog. Hips up high and back. You can also take Benji's version of downward facing dog right now.
Yep.
On your next inhale, let's take the left leg up high. Exhale to shift it forward, all the way up. Pivot on the back foot. Lead with right fingertips reaching forward. Front knee stays bent. Up and back. Warrior two. Strong. Back toes are turned in. We're looking on this connection from the base of the spine to the top, being in a straight vertical line. So if you're leaning forward here, pull it back.
Lean back. Lean back.
Press into the outer edge of your back.
Whoa, Adrian, you're rubbing off on me.
So strong foundation. Now that we have a strong foundation,
Shit.
set the left
You
fingertips
didn't even
forward,
say it
up,
this
back,
time.
Peaceful warrior. Tuck the chin slightly, hug the low ribs in. Then navel draws in from center. We bring the left elbow to the top of the left thigh. Right fingertips up towards the sky. Extended side angle, your version. You can stay here, or maybe bring the left fingertips down. Maybe right fingertips all the way up. Creating a nice line from the outer edge of the right foot all the way through the side body, not the right fingertips to infinity and beyond. Take a deep breath in. You got this. Wiggle the right fingertips. Use your exhale to dial it all the way back to the lunge. Right
the same
into your
age.
twist. Right hand to the earth.
It is.
Left
Oh.
hand towards the sky. Big breath in. Open your heart. And then exhale all the way out. Plant the palms. Step the left toes back. Big breath in here. Exhale with control. Lower all the way down. Squeeze your elbows in. Here we go. On the breath. Inhale. Rise up. Cobra. And on the exhale, it crests and falls with control. Slowly press up to all fours.
Sound effects.
And walk your knees wide. Walk the toes together and then curl them under. Then walk the hands in.
Oh.
And then slowly lift up, knees wide, toes together. Cool? Alright, so we have options here.
What?
First option, everyone should take, which is just to lift the corners of the mouth, just a hair. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Notice if you're dumping all of your weight into your fingertips, start to light up this energy that we've been cultivating through this whole journey. You got it. So the first thing you could do is just to start to light up that energy and stay with like 1 or 2 fingers on the ground. You might get to a place where you bring your palms together, squeeze the heels together, lift up from the pelvic floor, and we come here to a toe stand. Check it out. So we're here, just working. Here, working, squeezing. Remember the squeezing of the legs right from that first mountain. Find that here, that lift. You can even lift your center hair, and that might actually help, even though it seems
a lot going on there.
Upper arm bones rotate out. We're gonna send the gaze forward. All this work we've been doing of done the lengthening. See you, Benji. Love you.
Oh yeah, that feels good.
We want to keep the gaze out. If you keep the gaze in, then you're gonna do a somersault. So we're breathing here. We're gonna work wherever we feel good today, and I'll guide you through the practice of Bakasana if we want to get a little taste. So upper arm bones rotate out, gaze forward. We lift the center. We walk the knees close into the armpit chest. All the work we do in the feet, so good for these asanas, right? It's not just your core and your arms. All right, so wherever you are, keep breathing. Nice, long, smooth, deep breaths. If you want to give crow a try, let's walk the knees up towards the armpit. Keep the toes together and just keep your gaze forward as you find this sawing motion front and back. Front and back. And maybe this is all we work with today. Working up a bit of tapas, a little heat. And then maybe you find maybe one foot comes off the ground and then maybe the other. Keep breathing. You got it. Just notice where you are today and then maybe we lift the toes up. Play around just for a bit.
Oh yeah, keep moving.
Take a break.
That's what you're saying. Okay, feet together.
Deepen your breath. And then if you're working in the crow, Bakasana, go ahead and come back out. If you're in the toe stand, let's meet everyone with the hands back on the earth. And walk them out, out, out. Feel the stretch in the low back. We're going to slowly bring the knees back into center. Press into your toes. Knees. Here we go. Knees kiss soft landing. And then we're going to swing the legs to one side, any side, and send the legs out long in front. Good. Take the palms to the tops of the thighs. Sit up nice and tall as you move the shoulders, forward, up and back. Deep breath in as you flex your toes from your face. And then exhale, point the toes, slide your hands all the way down, and bow inward. So we're not really going for like the peanut butter and jelly move. It's like OG yoga. Just going for a bit of a reverent bow and a gentle curvature in the spine. You can totally grab a hold, go for the gold, but find what feels good for sure here. Take a few closing breaths here. If you have a little extra time after today's practice, you might try ending with Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, particularly if it's towards the end of the day, or if you're just feeling a bit anxious. I have a link to it.
Lovely suggestion.
Slowly roll up, rise up, never come to lying flat back position, or cross at the ankles and sit up nice and tall. Take a second to scan the body, notice how you feel.
Pretty good. Great.
And slowly bringing the palms together. Palms up to the third eye. Inhale lots of love in. And exhale lots of love out. I love this idea, or just I love when I remember on any given day that balance is my natural state. So this idea of coming home really to me it just makes a lot of sense. I'm not trying to achieve my balance, I'm trying to return back to it. Balance is my natural state. Let's take one final breath in together. Here we go. Big inhale.
Day 19. One day at a time.
Hello,
Whoops. Wow, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, we are going to be doing a reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. And it's funny because earlier today, I had been meditating and journaling as I sometimes do in advance of these readings, just to pull through some starting downloads that we can use as these sort of jumping off points into actually pulling cards here in the video itself. But I just realized that I sat down here to record without my journal with those things written in it. So
Oh no!
I'm actually going to take that as a sign that what I'm remembering right now most strongly from that kind of journaling session is what's meant to come through this particular video. But if you do want to hear more of those journal downloads from the literal journal, then I will be grabbing that after this video and doing another recording. So do stay tuned on the channel if you'd like to be here for that, and you can tune in, of course, by clicking the subscribe button. And I also just want to say a huge thank you to all of you who are subscribed here on the channel. We really are a community here, a soul family in a sense, reconnecting with each other virtually through YouTube. So thank you for being part of that. And I actually just got a couple new tarot decks, so I'm going to be using these as well. And I want to let you know what some of these are. The main one that I'm going to be using that is actually more of like an oracle deck is Woodland Wardens. Woodland Wardens, just so you know where that's coming from.
That means.
And I'm just using
What does that mean? I don't know.
tarot decks as well. So it's been a little while since I've started a reading just by pulling.
I give you mad props because she does a lot of talking.
Spontaneous
I couldn't do
video
that.
last night where I was actually channeling into a very specific collective that was feeling a lot of soul loneliness. So I hope that message reached you if it was for you, but I don't think we ended up pulling any cards in that video if I remember correctly, or if we did, it may have just been a couple. But I really wanted to do more of a traditional style reading video today. So if you would like to contribute your energy in a stronger way, you can do so by liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference. And I will be doing my best to pick up on the collective energies.
To encourage each other.
And channeling some messages for all of you.
How do I do this?
Do keep in mind that these are collective readings. So at the end of the day, your intuition really is the compass of your life experience. Only take what feels right to your intuition and leave the rest here. Okay. So the first card we have here is the Knight of Swords. And what I'm getting from this card is it's a very stop and go energy. The best way I can describe it is it was an energy that was on pause for a really long time, but then suddenly starts up again really quickly and starts moving very fast. And for some reason I'm getting for many of you, this may be a masculine energy. Now, keep in mind, we all have a balance of masculine and feminine energies internally, so take those however they connect. These energies aren't necessarily related to a particular gender or anything like that. Take them as they resonate. But I'm really picking up on a masculine who was, I'm hearing, at a halt or at a standstill. I'm seeing a newspaper for some reason. Like someone wanting the news or bringing news. Interesting.
Oh.
It's like they're delivering some kind of news or some kind of update to you. Or that update or news is being delivered through this person. And I almost feel like this is something that you've been waiting on here. For some reason, I'm picking up some Libra energy, but that won't be for everyone. But this card itself can also relate to
I'm not
Capricorn and Aquarius energy as well. So that could be in someone's birth chart here. But I feel someone like you're suddenly becoming very determined about something that they looked indecisive about for a long time. And I'm hearing you thought it was over. So I feel in many cases, this is actually a person that you're going to be really shocked to hear from, because there's this sense of you having thought that this was over. And it's been a really long time since I've used the Love Word Scramble. This is just a tool that I use.
We don't look backwards.
Those of you who have been on the channel for a while will remember. But this tool channels through specific words, details, names, that kind of thing. And I sometimes use it to add a little detail to the readings. Now, of course, these small details will just connect with different random people. They will not be for everyone. So the message could still very well relate to you, even if these details don't necessarily connect. But I felt really guided to open this up today, even though I haven't used it in forever. I just saw the number 555, which represents a really rapid change.
Yeah,
Someone like
that's what it is.
with crystals
It's changed.
doing tarot card reading. Maybe you are a tarot card reader yourself, or
not.
you utilize crystals in your spiritual practice. But for some reason, I'm also feeling that in some cases, the masculine coming through here may actually be someone who is getting tarot readings on you, or who is exploring spiritual things. I'm hearing because they have no other explanation. I'm seeing like cherries in my mind's eye. Maybe that's relevant, or like some kind of red berry. I'm not sure why. Anyway, okay, so lots of details coming through. But in the Love Word Scramble, I have the name Lewis, which for some reason I thought St. Louis, like the city as well. Also the number 6. This could be life path 6 for someone, or the 6th month of the year, which is June. June energy could be relevant, but this also could be the time frame that this person actually comes in here. We also have the words tone, understanding, and contain. Yeah, I feel like this person tried to contain something, or tried to contain themselves or an emotion, almost like to control how they were feeling about something. And that's why there was this period of stagnancy. I feel like that was a period of containment, where they were trying to keep something under wraps. And I keep getting something about them being very careful about their voice tone and how they come across. I'm hearing the tone of their words or the tone of their messages if you weren't necessarily verbally communicating out loud in person. I feel like this is someone who was trying to contain their emotions and hold a certain tone, but now they're bringing through some kind of understanding. They're like moving very quickly and delivering news or an update to you of some kind, because I'm getting this sense of like the containment no longer working, them not being able to contain themselves in that way.
What's the news though? Like that's what I want to know. No, I don't
New traditional tarot deck. I have 2 of these because I had the idea of actually using 2 separate decks to clarify messages, because my thought process here is at times, you know, we may actually pull duplicate cards, meaning one of the same card from both decks, and this could be really clarifying and confirming
she's smart.
for the energies. So
Very
we have the
sensitive.
7 of Pentacles from this deck. This is interesting.
That's so weird.
So
I don't know
I'm
what
actually
it
getting very
means.
strongly that this is your energy. I also see you coming up as the Queen of Wands. And interestingly, we have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck as well. And I'm hearing the Queen of Wands being you, being most likely very much in your divine feminine energy. I will most likely put this in the title because I'm hearing something about a horizon or a sunset. Maybe I'm speaking to someone's view or something relevant to your connection. I'm just seeing this beautiful pink sky. I'm hearing, is it a sunset or a sunrise? And I'm seeing like a bird, a white bird fly across it.
Cool.
Interesting.
Freedom.
It's like an ending leads to a beginning, or something that looks like a sunset is actually a sunrise. And I'm hearing like the sunset is loud, but the sunrise is quiet in this context. I know we're speaking very metaphorically in this reading, but what I'm getting very strongly is like this sunset
this ending of some kind, maybe in your life, maybe between you and another person. I feel like it had a loudness to it, like people were aware of it, or it was very public or visible or obvious, but the sunrise is quiet. And so this could be speaking to something happening in your life, like maybe you let people see a sunset, you let people see something that you were closing out or ending in your life, but behind the scenes, you were working on the sunrise. You were creating this new beginning that many people may have not been aware of or may not ever be aware of until they visibly are seeing it. I'm hearing like until the sun fully rises. I feel like there's something private, sacred, and more quiet about this new beginning, this so-called sunrise taking place. And I just keep getting that there was something very visible about the way something ended, and many people just believed it was the end. Maybe a part of you believed it was the end. I feel like something was closing out, like it was a closing out of a chapter, but a turning of a page into the next chapter. It wasn't the end of the book. In fact, I'm hearing the best part is yet to come, like it hadn't even occurred yet. The best moments haven't even happened yet. And yet many people may look at this and say that it's over. For some reason, I feel so strongly that for some of you, I'm talking about something very deeply personal to you. Like this could be a project or something creative in your life. I'm seeing a teacup for someone. Maybe someone's drinking tea or something of that nature. But I feel as though, tea could also be gossip. Maybe a lot of people were
Probably
gossiping
both.
or talking or just kind of chattering about the way something ended in your life so publicly or visibly. I'm hearing like a visible downfall, or it wasn't really a downfall, but that's how it appeared. Like other people may have looked at something and thought, wow, like this is the closing of a chapter, or you're shutting some kind of door, or something's ending. And all the while you were ignoring the chatter and working on the sunrise that they weren't even aware of, working towards this new beginning, and the best is still yet to come. But it's almost like this secret that you're keeping with yourself, like you know internally the best is yet to come, but many people around you have no idea. They think this something has just ended. Now what I'm getting with the King of Wands and Queen of Wands coming out together,
Saying ones or wands? I don't know.
if you are more so in your feminine, I feel you holding this space for a masculine counterpart who can truly meet you where you are. I'm hearing I turned on the lights. I turned on the lights. It's almost like something became very clear and obvious to you that wasn't clear in the dark. Like you illuminated something. I feel like this was deeply internal, almost like you illuminating something to yourself that resulted in profound clarity and a shift in focus. What I'm getting is that something or someone that may have not really been able to fully honor you or respect you or connect with you in a peaceful, open way suddenly became illuminated to you. Like you suddenly recognized this person for who they were, and I'm hearing it shattered some kind of illusion, maybe even feelings of like, I don't want to say like obsession, but like strong pull towards this person. You may have really felt pulled to them in the dark when you weren't really clear on what they were providing for you or how they were or were not reciprocating with you. It's almost like something was very fuzzy or unclear, and in those times you felt really pulled to this person or thing, but now you've turned on the lights. Something has become really clear, open, and obvious, and it's been illuminated to you. And as a result of that illumination, the spell has broken in a sense, not a literal spell, but almost like a mind spell here, where there was this fog that's now cleared. And I feel like this has resulted in a boost of confidence, clarity, and also a total refocusing of your energy. And it does feel like that energy, yes, is going in a very personal direction, going towards your own personal creations or some kind of vision or new phase in your life. But also there's this sense, I'm seeing two thrones, and you're sitting on one, like in this queen royal energy, and the other one is empty. It's like you're holding that empty throne beside you for someone, for a masculine here in this case, that can really rise to meet you on that sort of like royal level, if that makes sense, that partnership level. And I feel this just like total apathy or disinterest in anyone who doesn't have the ability to do that. And the guides are coming through here as well to say, it's really beautiful that you've reached a point where when someone meets you with inconsistency or creates disruption or confusion in your life, you've reached a point where you're actually responding with apathy instead of pull, with disinterest instead of feeling triggered to chase. This is a massive milestone emotionally for you because it's a huge sign of healing. And if you do want assistance in really embodying that magnetic feminine energy that attracts everything and everyone that you truly desire and are aligned with in your life, that attracts in those opportunities that are connected with your higher calling and purpose, I would really recommend checking out my Magnetic Feminine Energy Subliminal from the Sound and Soulful app. This is my Subliminals app where I have over 100 subliminals for every area of life, for appearance, mood, money, business, mindset, soul connections, love, relationships, and so much more. And when you sign up for a free trial account in the app, you can access any subliminal I've created in 10 different background sound options. Read the affirmations embedded within the track while you are listening, and you can create an unlimited number of your own personal private playlists. So this subliminal will really supercharge your energy, especially as a divine feminine, and help you to feel magnetic for everything you're desiring to create and attract in all areas of your life. I personally really love using this one. It's a relatively new recent add to the app, so I would love for this to be a tool that helps you to really embody that energy in your own life. Personally, I've found subliminals to be the most powerful way to really magnetize my energy, shift my subconscious belief systems, and manifest in my life. I use my own subliminals every single day, and I love sharing them all with you as well. So if you do want to get started by downloading my Subliminals app, the link to it is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so let's go back over to this masculine embodying the Knight of Swords energy, because I'm really curious if this person can meet you in that King of Wands kind of space. I feel that for many of you, I'm hearing the moment you became apathetic, they changed their mind, or like it awoke something within them. So for many of you, I actually feel that at this point in time, you are more apathetic towards this Knight of Swords, towards this masculine energy coming up here. You may have really shifted your focus away from them, again, really shifting that back into yourself. And ironically, I'm seeing like a rose, so maybe that's significant for someone, but ironically, I feel like that shift into self-focus has actually made you incredibly magnetic for this person. Okay, so let's channel some more information about this Knight of Swords. I didn't really address this Seven of Pentacles. I'm seeing something about gardening, so that could be relevant for someone, but I'm seeing this metaphoric as well. So it's almost like you have planted some kind of seed in your life or within yourself. And I do feel, again, it's very personal, not even necessarily related to love, but about your vision for yourself in your life. And I feel like you're starting to see movement in these directions. Interesting. So we have the Five of Swords, the Six of Cups. I'm getting a ton of Aquarius energy going on here as well. The Nine of Swords, some Gemini energy here, Libra, Scorpio. Someone needing to rest and regroup from something. Wow, okay. I have to say, I feel that this Knight of Swords, this masculine energy is feeling very overburdened right now, very overwhelmed. And I feel that this sense of conflict that they have internally with the Five of Swords, it has a lot of Venus energy, a lot of energy related to love. I feel like there's some heavy karmic thread here as well, or a karmic weight of some kind. So this tells me that karmic weight could be a romantic connection or something that they're realizing they have to let go of. Could be to return to a more childlike state, it's like they're longing to just be free of something, to be in a more playful, free, open state. And somehow I feel that they associate that with you or your energy, or that maybe being around you in the past really returned them to that playful, open, almost childlike state of being. And somehow they're connecting those dots mentally, or putting that together and realizing that you peeled back all of the layers and helped them to get back to the core of who they really are. But you somehow did this, I'm hearing, without words. I mean, even if you used words with this person, like in conversation, I feel it wasn't something literal that you said. But this is actually reminding me of something I wrote in my journal, because I said I was going to go on memory for the journal entries for this reading. And something I wrote down is, your voice is so healing to me, but it was in quotations, almost like someone was saying this to you. But I'm hearing it's in a memory. So it's almost like your voice is in a memory for this person, which tells me you may actually not be in communication with them at this time, but they're remembering the sound of your voice, and I'm hearing it's calling them back home, or they're realizing that it did call them back home to this deeper place within themselves when they spoke to you, that it connected them with their heart. And that is what seems to be pushing them into this fast moving energy here, but it doesn't feel like an easy road. And I'm getting the sense that if the two of you have been disconnected in the physical realm, this is because this person is making a lot of changes behind the scenes, and it's happening through a lot of tension, conflict, and chaos. And that if you were to get kind of more involved in that, I feel it would kind of muddy up your vibration in a sense, because as we were channeling into earlier, you're really in this self-focused, beautiful,
Don't muddy.
high vibrational energy where you're starting to see with the Seven of Pentacles that came out, those results, that positive momentum in your life that I feel you've been waiting for a really long time. And this, I'm hearing it's your birthright, it's your destiny, it's a manifestation that's been in the making for you for a while. I get the sense for you that something's really coming full circle in your personal life when it comes to a vision, goal, or dream. And again, if this person has disconnected from you, or there isn't communication, I'm getting that's really for a divine reason as well, because they have to push through this conflict and chaos in their own life to make these rapid changes. And I'm hearing to meet you in their own heart space, to find you at the heart space. I know so much of this reading has been very symbolic and metaphoric, but I really hope that it's reached you if it's meant for you. I am going to actually be continuing this thread of energy, possibly cross-referencing my journal, because I will be getting that after this, but I want to look into more on specifically what news this person might be delivering to you. I don't often just do this kind of progression where I move from one video to the next, but I feel like this is sort of a complete thought in itself, and then I'm going to continue this channeling in another video, a sort of like part 2, if you will, but I also feel it will kind of encompass its own message. So if you do want to stay tuned for that, of course, subscribe to the channel. I would love to hear from you in the comments section as well, if anything here connected with you in a personal way. You can follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, and of course, if you do want to utilize my magnetic feminine energy subliminal to really supercharge your personal magnetism and attract your desires into your physical reality, the link to get the app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I am wishing you all a beautiful day, sending you huge amounts of love and light energy, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.
I love her voice. Oh. All right, folks. Enjoy the night. Namaste.